Citadelle Day More is the latest zombies map to hit Call of Duty Black Ops 6, and in this video, I'll be giving you a step-by-step guide to completing the entire Easter egg. First off, I want to mention that I played most of this Easter egg solo, so the footage and some recommendations will largely reflect that, though the steps will always be the same. Also, my Gobblegum choice might be a tad different than yours. My Gobblegum loadout included Hidden Power for the free legendary weapon, Perkaholic to save money on the colas, and Idle Eyes to keep the zombies off me when doing tough tasks. If you're in a group, you can't go wrong with those, but adding a Phoenix up would probably work wonders. Like a lot of zombies maps, Citadelle Day More begins with you unlocking the Pack-a-Punch. To Pack-a-Punch in Citadelle Day More, you'll first want to open the eastern or western gates in the town hall. It doesn't really matter which, as you'll eventually need to unlock both paths to complete the wonder weapons. Once you reach the courtyard, open the door west of the entrance hall and follow the path around the castle until you reach the cannon. Interact with the crank to begin cranking the cannon until the rotation bar is filled. Once the cannon is fully rotated, interact with it to blast open the castle's main door. Now follow the on-screen waypoint markers through the entrance hall, dining hall, and dungeon until you reach the Doubliette room. Here you'll find a large blue shipping container near the center of the room. On the door of the shipping container, you'll find 3 locks. Break the locks by shooting them off. Upon breaking the locks, a Doppelgas will come crashing out of the container and charge towards you. The Doppelgas is a powerful mini-boss, and we highly recommend keeping on the move, especially as the boss charges around the room. Using the pillars throughout the room can also be helpful to slow down the creature and create angles to shoot at it without the worry of you taking damage. Upon killing the Doppelgast, stand back and wait for it to explode. Pick up the Blood Aetherium crystal that it drops on the ground, and then insert the crystal into the red portal inside the shipping container. Doing this will unlock the Pack-a-Punch.
Right up until the point.
Once you have a Pack-a-Punched weapon, head to the dungeon and look for the path that leads behind the Quick Revive machine. Here you'll find a large wooden door. Interact with it to reveal Kraft, who's been locked up. Don't worry about zombies in the area, they won't attack you while Kraft is talking. After speaking to him for a few moments, you'll be tasked with obtaining your first step of the Easter egg, which is to get the Bastard Sword. From round 10 onwards in Citadelle Day More, you'll begin to encounter a zombie wearing a knight-style helmet each round. These zombies are immune to headshots, so aim for their bodies to take them down. Also, because we have to wait till round 10, now's a great time to grab your Juggernog and Stamina. Once you've defeated one of the helmed zombies in round 10, it'll drop a glowing yellow key item known as a stamp. Pick up the stamp and return to the dining hall. Here you'll find 4 knight statues standing in front of the balcony pillars in the courtyard. In this video, we are going to start with the Caliburn Dragon's Fire Sword, which is the first statue on the right. Head to the dining hall and interact with the knight statue, which features a dragon symbol on its chest. Pick up his sword, return to the entrance hall, and head to the second floor via the grand staircase in the middle of the room. At the top of the stairs, you'll find a large dragon statue along the wall. Interact with the dragon statue and watch as you place the sword in the pedestal. With the sword placed, you'll now need to find and interact with 3 flaming braziers, which are found in the village ramparts, northern path, and town square. The village ramparts brazier is located along the castle wall, just to the left of an ammo box, and not too far from the cannon you used to destroy the entrance of the castle. The Nature Path brazier is located at the start of the area, next to the path you unlock to access the Nature Path via the town square. The town square brazier is located along a wall directly right of where you first spawn in the map. It's also located just a few meters from the Rampage Inducer. Once you've located a brazier, interact with it, which will see you entering a special mode where you are engulfed in dragonfire. While in this mode, you'll gain increased speed and must return and interact with the dragon statue in the entrance hall. Unfortunately, returning to the dragon statue won't be easy, as while engulfed in flames, you'll begin to take rapid damage until you release the dragon fire into the dragon statue. So the only way to remain alive during this will be to kill zombies you encounter along the way back, as each melee kill will restore a small portion of your health. Once you've successfully returned and released the Dragonfire into the dragon statue, you'll need to repeat this step for the remaining 2 braziers. When you've completed all 3 braziers and filled the dragon statue, watch as the Caliburn Wonder Weapon is created. You'll now be able to pick up this weapon from the pedestal. Killing zombies with the Caliburn will charge it, and once fully charged, press both slash and parry to unleash an immense fireball special attack. Once you've obtained the Caliburn sword, you're going to want to ensure that you have at least 2 to 3 Molotovs, which can be crafted at the workbenches, or you have a charged Caliburn sword. The sword, again, can be charged by killing zombies. We recommend having at least 2 Molotovs because charging the sword takes time, and it's just faster to burn the bonfires that we're about to burn if you have Molotovs. Once you're ready, return to the cannon on the castle wall. Here you'll need to locate and light 3 bonfires using either the Caliburn's special fireball attack or the Molotovs. The first bonfire can be found on the balcony directly above the entrance to the castle. To find the second bonfire, look over the southeast edge of the castle wall, and you'll find the bonfire high up on a rock ledge above the Speed Cola machine. You can buy the wall here to see it clearer. The third and final bonfire can be found on the roof above the elemental pop machine. After lighting all 3 bonfires, a Doppelgas mini-boss will appear and you'll need to take it down. Once defeated, pick up the glowing Ra's Ankh off the floor. With Ra's Ankh in hand, head down to the courtyard and you'll find a yellow glowing circle on the ground near the arsenal. Now interact with the circle and proceed to kill about 10 zombies in the immediate area to feed the Ankh until the golden box rises out of the ground. With the Caliburn sword equipped, slash the golden box and you'll receive the fire incantation. By now you should have found another helmed zombie and have another stamp in your hand. So let's head back to the dining hall and grab the bastard sword from the Lion Knight. If you've entered the dining hall from the entrance hall, the Lion Knight will be the statue on the back right. It's best to do this when there's only 1 or 2 zombies chasing you. When ready, interact with the Lion Knight and pick up the bastard sword. Grab the sword, and upon doing so, 4 flying glowing termites will spawn. Don't kill them, but instead leave the castle out of the main entrance with the glowing bugs in tow. After leaving the castle, head left through the courtyard. After passing under the archway, you'll see a few houses in front of you with an alleyway in between them. Head into the alley and spot a door with a knocker with a lion's head on it. Now it's time to kill the glowing bugs. One by one, slash and kill a bug with the sword, which causes the sword to glow. While the sword is glowing, run over and slash the door. If done correctly, a glowing symbol will appear on the door. It's worth mentioning that this is way easier to do when there's only 1 zombie left in your round. Trying to kill zombies while doing this might accidentally kill the glowing bugs. Don't worry though, if they die without slashing them with the sword, they'll respawn on the next round. Anyways, slash the glowing bugs and door 3 more times until all 4 symbols appear. Once all 4 are there, interact with the knocker to enter a small room. In here, kill the zombies and drop the sword on the pedestal. The pedestal will glow with one of the 4 symbols. It will then burst the symbols onto the walls. You need to shoot the symbol that is currently showing on the pedestal. If done correctly, the symbol will merge into the pedestal. Things to note here is that you only have 1 minute to complete this whole ritual. If you fail, you'll be kicked out and you'll need to try again on the next round. If you accidentally shoot the wrong symbol on the wall, the process will reset, wasting part of that short minute you have to get this done. It'll eventually go through all 4 symbols, and once you're done, you'll be rewarded with the powered up Sun Sword. Now that you have the completed Solais Sun Sword Wonder Weapon, make your way back to the dining hall, where you'll find a small red colored crystal directly north on the wall above the Vulture 8 Perca-Cola machine on the 2nd floor. Using any weapon, shoot at the crystal. It'll eventually change angles and shoot a light beam towards the south entrance of the dining hall. Shoot the new crystal until it casts another light beam east. Shoot this crystal as well, and it'll cast a light beam to the next crystal inside the alchemical lab. Shoot this one to cast over to a nearby crystal on the southern wall. Shoot this final crystal, which will cause a paladin's brooch to spawn on the table in the northeast corner.
Yeah, okay. Puzzles are cool.
This is the table with the colored elemental symbols in front of it. Having picked up the Paladin's brooch, head back to the dining hall and you'll find a yellow glowing circle on the ground by the tiger's mural. Interact with the circle and then once again proceed to kill about 10 zombies to feed the brooch until the golden chest rises out of the ground. Use the Solais Sunsword to slash the chest to unlock the light incantation. With a third stamp in your inventory, head to the dining hall and interact with the knight statue that features a raven on its shoulder. Looking at the dining hall from the entrance hall, this will be the back left knight. Then make your way to the alchemical lab. Here you'll need to pick up a unique antiquity statue, which can be in the form of 6 potential items: a horn, a raven skull, a rockfish, a rock scorpion, a jaw, and as the community describes it, a symbolless rock. The location of these items will differ depending on the item, and each item will always be random for every game. If you're struggling to find the item, it's worth noting that a small white dot will appear as you get close, indicating that it can be picked up. Once you've found the antiquity, make your way to the Tavern cellar, which is near the spawn point, where you'll find a large circular puzzle device on the wall next to the workbench. Interact with the device to insert your bastard sword, then wait a moment and interact with it once more. Doing so will see you entering an invulnerable state to attempt to solve a tricky Zodiac puzzle. Now, depending on the item you received, the code to solving the Zodiac puzzle will be different. To solve the Zodiac puzzle, you must align your object's current elemental and Zodiac symbol with the arrow at the bottom of the puzzle. This means that the correct elemental triangle and Zodiac symbol must be aligned at the bottom of the spin wheel. Once you've gotten the correct code, submit it and watch as a purple portal spawns on the ground nearby. Once the portal has spawned, purple orbs will begin to spawn from the puzzle device and will start to target you. You'll want to lure these orbs into the purple portal on the ground, and once they get near, the portal will begin to suck them in. Once 3 purple orbs have been sucked into the portal, follow the portal as it moves to the first floor of the tavern, where you'll need to repeat the same steps. Once it's complete, it'll move on to the balcony on the 2nd floor. Once you have lured 3 orbs into each portal, it'll then return to the tavern cellar. After a few moments have passed, the bastard sword will return and it'll be upgraded to the Balmung Raven's Shadow Sword. Now that you have the Shadow Sword, make your way to the Doubliette room, and you'll find a cave slide to the left of the Pack-a-Punch machine. Pay the 500 essence, and you'll begin sliding through the cave that leads to the town square. While in the cave, you'll need to shoot a glowing white raven, which can be found just before you reach the final turn of the cave. You'll find a white light on the roof, and just below it is the raven sitting on a rock along the right-hand side of the cave. If you successfully shoot the raven, you'll witness it fly out of the cave as you exit. If you're quick, you can even shoot it before it flies away. But if you miss the opportunity, you'll then find it flying around the center of the town square. Upon shooting the raven, watch carefully as it drops a glowing purple item to the ground. It'll leave a glowing purple trail that you can follow. Once you've found the item, pick up the raven's talon and head to the Undercroft, which is located next to the Pack-a-Punch room. Along the western wall of the Undercroft, you'll find a glowing yellow circle. Interact with the circle and then kill about 10 zombies in the immediate area to feed the circle. You'll then see the golden chest rise out of the ground. When ready, slash the golden box with the Shadow Sword and you'll receive the Dark Incantation. Alright, one more to go. The Durendal Stag of the Storm's Sword, or the Lightning Sword. Once you've obtained a 4th stamp, head to the dining hall and interact with the knight statue, which features a stag symbol on its chest. Pick up the sword and make your way down to the Deadshot Daiquiri Perca-Cola machine in Hilltop, as you'll now need to find and collect 3 lightning rods. Once you arrive at the Deadshot Daiquiri, you'll find a lightning rod leaning against the stack of crates near the corner of the barn. To pick up the lightning rod, simply interact with it. Now, before you pick up the 2nd lightning rod, you'll need to first ensure that you have purchased dead wire for one of your guns from an arsenal. Once that's purchased, go to the alley to the east of the Speed Cola machine and look for a small electrical box on the wall beside a window. This is near the door where we got the lion sword. Shoot the electrical box, and after a moment, a lightning rod will fall onto the ground and pick it up. To find the third and final lightning rod, head down to the small passage next to the doubliette room and kill the armored zombie that spawns there. He'll drop the lightning rod. With all 3 lightning rods collected, return to the courtyard and head into the castle wall. Just to your right, you'll find a small rusted vase along the wall when entering from the side of the elemental Perca-Cola machine. Interact with the vase to place all 3 lightning rods inside of it. Doing so will trigger a storm to appear in the immediate area. Equip the bastard sword and stand by the vase, defeating zombies as they rush towards you. While holding the sword, wait by the vase and you'll eventually be struck by lightning, which will cause your sword to glow with electricity. Now strike the vase with your sword and repeat this step twice more. It's worth noting, killing the zombies doesn't cause your sword to get struck by lightning. It just kind of happens randomly. Upon striking the vase 3 times, interact with it, and you'll get the lightning sword. Now that you've obtained the lightning or electric sword, whatever you want to call it, head to the barn found in Hilltop, next to the Deadshot Daiquiri. Inside, you'll find a horseshoe hanging above the door leading towards the castle. Shoot the horseshoe above the door and pick it up once it falls on the ground. With the horseshoe in hand, travel back to the cannon on top of the castle wall and interact with it, which will see you climbing into the cannon and being shot across the map. While in the air, you'll be struck by lightning, and that's how you know you've done it all correctly. Back in the town square, look around at the sky to locate a small black storm cloud. Its location can be in a few different spots. Once you locate it, head beneath it and you'll find a Pegasus horseshoe. Pick up the horseshoe and return to the town square, where the final golden circle will appear on the ground just left of the western gate. Interact with the glowing circle, kill your 10 zombies to feed the circle, the golden box will show up, strike it with the lightning sword, and finally get the last electric incantation. Once you've completed all 4 swords and their incantations, it's time to solve the Tavern bottle puzzle. To get there, make your way to the Tavern. Here you'll find and interact with 6 bottles that have Roman numerals on them. These bottles can be found scattered all around the 1st and 2nd floors of the building. Their locations and order are static, it's just the symbols that will be different. You can find the first bottle on the end of the Tavern's bar countertop. The second bottle is on a neatly dressed rectangle table behind a wooden divider in front of the bar. The third bottle can be found on a booth-style table next to the bar. The fourth bottle is on the 2nd floor, on top of a small wood table next to the dartboard. The 5th bottle is back on the 1st floor, on top of a booth-style table in front of the bar, behind a wooden divider. The 6th and final bottle is on a circular table in the corner, next to the exit by the Gobblegum machine. Once you've found and interacted with all 6 bottles, you'll have the order that your symbols are in. If you're playing solo, you can either screenshot these symbols or draw them on a piece of paper. If you're playing with a team, you can describe the symbols to your teammates for the next step. Once you've memorized your symbols, purchase the Melee Macchiato perk and head to the Undercroft. In the Undercroft, you'll find a badly cracked brick wall on the southeast corner. Melee the broken wall and it'll crumble away to reveal a board of 20 symbols. While it may appear intimidating, there's no time limit here, so you can take as much time as needed to input the symbols. Once you're ready, ensure that you have a non-explosive weapon equipped. Then shoot the symbol on the wall that matches the symbol on your first bottle, and then repeat this for all 6 symbols. If you accidentally shoot the wrong symbol, as they will begin to move, don't worry, you'll simply need to shoot the remaining symbols until you reach the 6th shot. At this point, the board will automatically reset and you can try again. Once you've successfully input all 6 symbols in the correct order, the archway next to the puzzle board will open, revealing a book inside. For the book, you'll need to find the 4 hidden pages, so head to the sitting room. This is another one of those instances where the pages can kind of be anywhere in the room, so you're going to want to check the outer wall and the inner wall, both sides. There's a couch, check on the couch, check any of the desks. You'll see a page with a red glowing symbol in the middle. Interact with it to pick it up.
Beauty.
Once you've found all 4 pages, head back to the book in the Undercroft. Then interact with it, and the 4 pages will be put in order that you need to activate the next step. If you look carefully at the book now, you'll notice that it displays 4 different symbols, each with a unique design. You'll now need to find these symbols scattered around the map in the form of power traps, which are found on the ground glowing red. There's a catch though, you do need to activate and complete the traps in the order shown on the book, which is top left, top right, bottom right. Once you've found the correct trap that matches your symbol, activate it for 1600 essence. Stand within the glowing circle that will appear surrounding the trap, and then kill 10 zombies, which will complete the trap. Repeat this until you've completed all 4 traps. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the order, as the traps and the symbols are randomized for every map. And while the cost to activate the trap isn't too significant, it is important that you only activate the trap when there are 10 zombies available to kill, as the trap will only be activated for a short while before entering a cooldown period. Should you fail to kill enough zombies before the trap ends, you'll have to wait several minutes before it can be activated again. Here is the location of all 6 traps. You'll find one in Hilltop, the Courtyard, Upper Village, Sitting Rooms. This is always going to be where the last one is, by the way. There's one in the Undercroft, and the Doubliette Room. Once you've found and activated all 4 symbols in the correct order, you'll be in the Sitting Room and you'll notice a small red orb fly out of the trap. From the Sitting Room, head down the first set of stairs leading to the Undercroft. When heading down the stairs, you'll notice 4 brightly colored symbols have appeared on the brick wall ahead. You'll need to note which Roman numerals is next to which symbol, as this will be the order in which you activate each night. Once you've noted down your symbol order, head to the dining hall. Here you'll find that each of the 4 incantation boxes are now available in the room. When you're ready, pick up the incantation associated with your first symbol, and ensure you're equipped with the corresponding sword. Now, aim and use the incantation on the first assigned knight. Upon doing so, quickly approach the statue and perform the Weapon Inspect emote. If you're on controller, this can be done by pressing and holding left on the D-pad. If you're on mouse and keyboard, you'll need to use the emote wheel to do the Weapon Inspect emote. Then, quickly place the sword back on the statue. If you're successful, the statue will salute and briefly glow yellow. Now repeat this on the 3 remaining statues in order. Upon successfully activating all 4 knights, a white beam will shine between them and a Mystic Orb will appear on the ground. Pick it up. Now that you've obtained the Mystic Orb, it's time to complete 4 elemental challenges, which can be found close to where we first completed each incantation earlier. The Light Challenge can be found on the 2nd floor of the dining hall, directly opposite of the Vulture Aid Machine, where you'll find a small device on the wall. When ready, place the Mystic Orb on the device and start the Elemental Challenge. Now look around the room and you'll see several green orbs appear. Run through these orbs as quickly as possible. As you do so, smaller green orbs can be seen flying towards the Mystic Orb we placed on the wall. After running through enough green orbs, a red flash will occur, and you'll be free to pick up the charged Mystic Orb.
I could not help it.
When ready, head down to the Undercroft, ensuring that you have the Dark Void Sword on hand. In the Undercroft, you'll find another similar device as earlier on the wall, just left of the Dark Incantation box. Place the Mystic Orb into the device and start the Elemental Challenge. To complete this challenge, equip the sword and kill zombies with void attacks. Void attacks are crucial to succeeding the challenge, so using the sword's special attack or the nearby Dark Incantation attack will be the best and most reliable way to earn void kills. Once you've killed enough zombies, pick up the Mystic Orb again. Now head down to the courtyard with the fire sword in hand. you'll find another device on the wall just to the left of the main staircase to reach the castle entrance. This is also in front of the ammo buy. When ready, place the Mystic Orb on the device and begin the Elemental Challenge. Like the Dark Challenge, you'll need to kill zombies until the Mystic Orb is charged. However, this time, you'll need to get fire kills. The best and most reliable way to earn fire kills is to use the sword's special attacks or Molotovs. Once you've killed enough zombies, you'll be free to pick up the Mystic Orb. Lastly, make your way to the town square with the lightning sword in hand. There you'll find another device on the wall right of the electric incantation box, where the town square merges with the nature path. When ready, place the Mystic Orb on the device and begin the Elemental Challenge. Like the first two, the zombies need to die to electric damage, so use the lightning incantation, use the sword special attack, or try your luck killing zombies with dead wire on your gun. Once you've completed all 4 elemental challenges, return to the stairwell leading to the Undercroft, where you first found the 4 brightly colored symbols on the brick wall. When returning, you'll notice that the symbols have since disappeared, and there's now a device at the center of the Roman numerals where you can place the Mystic Orb. The wall will now slide open, revealing a secret room. Inside, interact with the glowing red device on the table, which will activate an ancient mystic recording. Don't worry, you're safe here. Following the recording, pick up the Guardian key off the table, as you'll need the key to trigger the final boss encounter. Before starting the final encounter, it's crucial that you are properly prepared for the boss fight, as it's arguably much more challenging than the final boss fight in Terminus. Here's a few things you should have before starting the final fight. Obviously, get a weapon that's level 3 Pack-a-Punched. If you can, make that weapon legendary. Make sure you have all 3 vest upgrades. Get a self-revive, just in case you go down. And of course, make sure you have all your perk-colas, especially Juggernog, Stamina Up, Speed Cola, and Quick Revive, if you're playing with a group. Once you're ready to begin the final boss encounter, make your way to the town square and insert the Guardian key into the base of the large statue at the center of the water fountain. The statue will come alive upon doing so, and you'll be teleported to a secret arena, where you'll need to defeat the Guardian across 3 phases. Starting in phase 1, you'll need to first break his armor, which you'll find on his shoulders, legs, and forearms. You'll know you're targeting the right area when you receive a blue hit marker. Eventually, after dealing enough damage to areas, the armor will break away, exposing his skin, which will glow with fire. If you target these areas, you'll begin to deal critical damage, indicated by the yellow hit markers. The more damage you can deal, the quicker the phase will be over. Throughout this phase, you'll want to continually be moving around the arena, as you'll not only have the Guardian targeting you, but standard zombies will swarm you as well, so you'll need to switch your attention between the two. The less standard zombies roaming around, the easier it will be to navigate the arena. In addition to the standard zombies, you'll need to be wary of the Guardian's attacks, as he'll perform the following. A stomp attack, where he'll charge towards you, and as he nears, he'll stop and attempt to stomp you. You'll want to quickly run away, dodging the attack as needed. A hammer slam attack. During this, the Guardian will swing his hammer above his head and then slam it on the ground. As a result, a wave of lava and rubble will come rushing towards you. Sidestepping is your best bet to avoiding this attack, as it travels considerably. And finally, a lava ball attack. During this attack, the Guardian will briefly stop, and his chest will glow yellow as he forms a ball of lava in his mouth. After a moment, he'll launch the lava ball in your direction, so be sure you're moving away as quickly as possible. Once you've dealt enough damage, the Guardian will stand in the center of the arena and you'll hear a voice begin speaking. You'll want to use this brief pause in action to prepare for the next phase by restocking ammo, armor plates, and incantations. When the voice stops, a group of zombies, including standard, vermin, and heavy zombies, will spawn. Take these down quickly and safely, and after a few moments, the Guardian will awaken again. Phase 2 is mostly like Phase 1, except for things are a little bit more chaotic, as more zombies will spawn throughout the arena, including mini-bosses, and the Guardian's attacks appear to be a little faster here. Additionally, the Guardian will introduce a brand new attack which can prove deadly if you're not paying attention, and an improvement to his lava ball attack. He now has a jump attack. During this, the Guardian will crouch briefly before launching into the air, jumping on your last known location, which is indicated by a large red circle that appears on the ground. When landing, an AoE explosion will occur, so moving will be critical, as getting stomped could mean game over. The improvement to the lava ball attack is, instead of spitting out just one lava ball, he'll now spit out 3, which will split into a horizontal line. To get through this phase, unleash as much damage as possible onto the Guardian's glowing weak spots. Once you've dealt enough damage, the Guardian will return to the center of the room and the voice will return as well. As with the last phase, you have a little bit of downtime here, so buy all the ammo and incantations you need. Not that much changes in Phase 3, except for the Guardian's attacks are now even faster, and the general area of the arena is now confined to the 2 inner rings. Now is the perfect time to pop things like Shields Up, Free Fire, Idolize, anything you could have to just get you through this last phase. So, keep your health high, avoid the Guardian's attacks, and deal as much damage as possible. Once you've managed to kill the Guardian, he'll explode into pieces, and his amulet will fly down to the ground. Pick up the glowing amulet, and you'll enter the final cutscene of Citadelle Day More. Congratulations, you've completed Citadelle Day More. For more on Call of Duty, check out our walkthroughs of the previous 2 Zombies maps. And for everything else video games, stick with IGN.